Hello, it's Sue. How are you today? Hope you're all well. Welcome to my channel, and I can see I've got a few new subscribers, which I'm very excited about. I seem to be hovering around the 600. But yeah, it's great to see you here. I hope you find plenty that you like. I'm always open to suggestions if anybody, nice suggestions, if anybody has anything they particularly would like me to try. I'm no expert in any of this, to be honest. I was a card maker who sort of, what would you say, sort of slid into journals and journal making, really. But yeah, I am open to suggestions. Okay, well, we're back with Roxys weekly challenge today, and Rachel made some of these fabulous little folders. I've made one just to see how it turned out, and mine is about 4.25 inches wide, and it's quite tall actually. It would be about 7.25, but I'm happy. I understand how they work, and I thought I would make another one with the camera on and make one at a reasonable size that I know hopefully will fit into my everyday journal, which is here. Yeah, should be fine. Okay, so I'm using papers today. I'll show you this one when we've finished. I won't open it up right now. I'm using papers from Artie Mays. These are papers I've had for a while. I'm not sure what they're called. And then these other images, I believe this one is from the old design store. And this one could be the same, or the graphics vary, I'm not sure. Okay, let's put that safely to one side and we'll start. Are you playing along? Have you had a go at this? It's interesting. Just trying to think which way is the best way to do this. Maybe that way. Yeah. I don't want this one to be quite so wide. You know, it's the 4.25 inch. Looks like I'm going to have to do a bit of trimming here. 3 and a bit is fine by me. So we'll turn that way. Did I say about 3.5? That's about 3.5, I'd say. And I need to do a bit of trimming. There we go. I'd inked this all up prior to turning on the camera because I wanted it to be a bit more speedy today. Okay, so that's the first one. And that opens up to display the image inside, and then this one needs to be folded to fit inside, and this is the one that forms the pocket. So I need it the other way around. This is on quite thin paper, so I'm thinking probably about there, and then this piece, leave enough room to get into it, because this is the pocket. Yep, about there. Okay, so then what we have to do is glue our pocket closed, and I use art glitter glue for that. I'm going to put a bit of tape in here, across the top of this, because it is so flimsy, and with it being a pocket, I think it might need a bit of oomph there, and that's when my paper tape comes in handy. Just pop this along here. Oops. There we go. Make sure I've got a bit of glue that side's fine. Okay, and turn it up. There we go. And that's the top, and I'm going to just trim off the corners. So then that gets glued into here. Okay, I'm not going to do it quite yet. We need a hole punching here, but we'll reinforce that first. I was wondering if I could just use this label. Yeah, why not? Did the other side. Okay, so roughly in the middle, which is roughly about there. I'll leave that for a moment, but we're going to punch a hole in there. Now, Rachel did pockets here and here. Will I do one there? Let me think. Does that fit? I'm using up scraps. This was a scrap of paper left over from the first one. So we'll use that and make a pocket. Just fold it in half. Straight would be good. Slightly better. Oops. Let's get a bit of ink on there. We might trim off this side. This is a piece I've obviously worked on and added a stamp to. It's not going to be a very strong pocket, but I was thinking I might just add a couple of tickets or, you know, something small in this pocket. Add some glue. How was your weekend? Did you have a restful time? Wasn't too bad here. We had a bit of rain, but, you know, it's sort of shower rain, April showers, I'd say. So it wasn't too bad. Okay, so that will be our pocket for here. Now on the other one I did a bit of stenciling, so I think I'll do the same. Wasn't a lot, but it just added something to that top. And again, the right way round would be good. So I'm just stenciling with a bit of green. Perfect. That's all it needed. And that tape's just helped here. I was almost going to put some on the back of this pocket, but we should be good. Okay, so then what we do is glue this just across the centre here. Plenty of glue stick. Should do it. And position this around about there. Just make sure we don't get too close to that fold. Oops. There we go. So that pocket opens by just gluing in the middle. It opens quite well. All right, so next we're going to put a pocket on here. And I've got some more of Artie May's paper here. And I don't want anything too big, probably about 1.25 inches. You can see I've doubled it over to give it a bit of strength. So we'll trim off 1.25 inches. Now also on the other one I added a little bit of lace on the edge of this. So I'll just have a look. See what I have here. Ooh, it's almost as wide as the pocket. It is pretty though. What do you reckon? Shall we add a little bit of that? Oh, what else have I got? Actually, I like that, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, move that out of the way. Let's have a look. We want it just really peeking over the edge. Okay. Trim it there. I've got some fabric glue here. And we'll run that down this end. So I'm lining up on these petals across here, so that the middle one is the one that pokes over. So then that would sit over here. And I'm going to do the same and add some paper tape. Oops, stuck to my finger. I mean, I guess you could sew around these, but, you know, quick makes. Do you want to? I don't think I really want to mess around with the sewing machine. I think this is pretty enough as is. Okay, so there's the side pocket there. More of a tuck, really. And we'll punch a hole. Actually, just looking at that, before I do anything, let's have a look. I was looking at this flower. Yeah, I quite like that. Off the page, we can trim that one down. It was that one or this one. And that's a bit small, a bit pale. I think it's this one. Okay. What's that piece of? Just add a bit of colour there. And I was wondering about going over that. It's a bit of a lemon there. What do we think? Or leave it as is. Leave it as is. Okay, stop fiddling around. Get on with it. Okay. And let's get some of this. Okay. I'm concentrating. I can't concentrate and talk at the same time. Oh dear. It's why I speed things up and just play you some music, because otherwise there'd be, on some of those bigger videos, there'd be so many long silences, it would be boring. It'd be horrible. I wouldn't want to listen to it. Okay, trim off the excess. I have to put a bit more down there. There we go. Another stamp here we could perhaps add there. Or there. I might have it there. Like I said, these are all from Artie Mays, so they've been in my folder for a while waiting to be used. Okay. And I'm going to use some baker's twine. That actually folds that way. Better do the hole punch first. Now, where's the end? There it is. Put this through. Typo. Hang on. I'm all fingers and thumbs. That's better. Okay, trim that off. Now we need to secure this at the back. I use washi tape on this one. Actually, washi tape and a stamp. You just have a look what I've got here. Could use that, why not? Just keeps the twine in place. I always do this. I end up inking after I've glued. It's my delayed action brain. There we go. And I also thought, what could look quite nice there was a postage stamp. Too big. Too big. That one. Smaller one. To glue that down well. Yeah, I think, which one do I prefer? That one or that one? That one. Okie doke. More glue. Ink first. Oh, come on. There. Need that to work because that needs a bit more glue under there. That'll do it. Okay, so that's the second one. And this one will fit in my everyday journal, so that's brilliant. Okay, I'll take you over to the other desk, away from all this mess, and we'll have a look at the finished article. Won't be a moment. Okay, so here we are with the finished, I don't know what you call them, I can't remember what Rachel called them, but they're like a folio pocket. We'll open up the smaller one, and it has this side pocket here that, actually that one's a bit big. I'll have to find a smaller tag to go in there. A pocket here that I intend to put tickets in, and this pocket, the main pocket. So it's 3 pockets in a trifold. Cute, I like it. Decorated on the front, a little bit of decoration on the flap and on the back. So that was one. And then the one I made, the larger one that I made first, I'll show you that one. Let's just tie this in a tidy bow. And just so as you know, this will fit into my everyday journal beautifully. So that's good. And this was the first one I made. And this is a bit specky, this one. I like this. I'm not sure which of any of my journals it will fit in, because my journals are usually a bit smaller. But I added lace behind this flower, and the flower picks up the colour here, and I've added a green label. And when you open it up, it has a side pocket, which that will probably fit in nicely. Yeah, side pocket with lace and a bit more of the baker's twine threaded through. And over here, this pocket, nothing in the main pocket as yet. As you can see, I stenciled across the front, and I have added a couple of tickets in there just to show that it will take small things. Okay, and if you close this one up, the back of it is, as I say, just washi and a digital stamp. So yeah, those were my makes for Rachel's weekly challenge this week. I hope you like those. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Have got some new subscribers, which is great. Thank you very much. And I will see you again in the next video. Bye now.